I am speaking to you now because the weight you have been silently carrying has begun to bend your shoulders, and I will not allow what I love to walk through life bowed under a burden that was never yours to lift. Do not try to skip this. Breathe and stay. Let the next words enter you the way dawn enters a quiet room, soft, complete, unstoppable. You asked me for a sign. You asked me to make it plain. So I am making it plain. You are not a mistake. You are not, almost. You are not a project to be fixed, repainted, trimmed, or reshaped to soothe someone's discomfort with their own mirror. You are my work, and I am not ashamed of what I make. I see you. The small flinch when a camera opens. The sudden calculation, angles, sleeves, hair, light. The swallowed laughter, the swallowed food, the swallowed pain. The apologies you whisper in your head every time you enter a room. I hear the prayer you never say out loud. If I were just a little different, if I were taller, smaller, lighter, darker, smoother, sharper, somethinger, maybe they would love me without hesitation. I hear it. And I refuse it. Listen to me, love is not earned by performing your way past a person's fear. Love is recognized. Love is received. Love is chosen again and again because the truth felt in the soul is stronger than the opinions shouted by a world that forgets it is dust. There is a person who loves you. And yes, they are struggling. Their eyes have been trained by a chorus of cruel teachers, advertisements that baptize insecurity, voices from childhood that measured worth like a tailor measuring fabric, friends who worship approval and call it wisdom. They love you, but they have a serious problem with your appearance because the lens they are using is cracked. A cracked lens turns every line into an offense and every reflection into a threat. I am not angry with them, I am committed to healing them. But I will not heal them at the price of wounding you further. I am your God. I am the one who holds your breath and your heartbeat, and I will not sign your name on an altar where your peace is the sacrifice for someone else's comfort. Stay with me. You have already tried shrinking. You have already tried disappearing behind oversized clothes, behind half smiles, behind jokes about yourself that are not jokes but bandages. You have already tried the mirror as courtroom, your body as evidence, guilt pronounced each morning until you are too tired to appeal. But hear me, I do not run courts against my beloved. I set tables. I pour oil. I cover scars with light until scars begin to glow like stars. When you insult what I made, you wound your own blessing. When you let another person's panic about standards name your beauty, you hand them the keys to your joy. Hand them back to me. I am not indifferent to your longing. I know you want partnership that feels like home. I know you want to be wanted loudly, without disclaimers. I know you want commitment that doesn't go quiet when a certain friend raises an eyebrow or a relative makes a comment or a stranger says something sharp and walks away laughing. I know you dream about the day no one tries to improve you as a condition for staying. I know how the words, "If only you would change this," built a wall inside your chest that even you keep tripping over. So let me say this clearly: there is nothing defective about the way your existence takes up space. Do not try to skip this. I am doing surgery without knives. The first cut is to the lie that beauty is a single narrow doorway guarded by fear. I made oceans that do not look alike. I made mountains that do not match. I painted sunsets with colors that would be called too much by those who fear joy. I did not ask the rose to look like the pine. I did not ask the thunder to whisper like the breeze. Why do you think I am asking you to be a copy of anything that is not you? You do not have to contort to be included in a table I built for you. You are allowed to want better. You are allowed to require tenderness. You are allowed to say, "I will not be with a love that teaches me to doubt my own face." You are allowed to step back and say, "If you love me, you must learn to see me as I am, not as a project." If your eyes have been trained to fear my shape, my skin, my features, my scars, my hair, then you must retrain your eyes. I will not stand in the cold while you decide whether I deserve the sun. This is not punishment. This is honor. Honor is what you owe the life I placed inside you. I will not rush you. I am patient. But I am not passive, and I am not silent. I am putting language in your mouth. You will speak without shaking. You will say what you need without the aftertaste of guilt. You will recognize the difference between compromise and self-erasure. Compromise is two people meeting in the middle of a road. Erasure is one person tearing up their map and pretending they enjoy walking where their feet bleed. I am not calling you to bleed for approval. I am calling you to walk with me. There is a conversation you have been avoiding because you fear the answer. Hear me, avoidance is a tax that grows with interest. When you hide, the fear collects more rooms to live in. When you speak, you open windows. If they say, "I just need time to get used to how you look," understand what that means. If time is the medicine, then love was not the diagnosis. If time is the teacher, then they must enroll themselves without making your heart their classroom. You do not have to be a syllabus. You do not have to be homework. You are not an assignment for someone's insecurity to complete. I am not scolding them, I am illuminating them. People repeat what earned them belonging. If belonging required thinness of body or voice or presence, they will police thinness in others to protect their own place in the circle. The circle is too small. I am widening it. I am breaking the chalk line and drawing a table long enough for every shape I created. Some will resist the new table because they believed smallness made them holy. It did not. It made them hungry. And hunger, when not brought to me, turns into rules that bite. Bring your hunger to me. The hunger to be admired. The hunger to be chosen. The hunger to be told, you are enough, not as a poster but as a practice. Bring your disappointment to me. The look they gave you that felt like rain on a candle. The comment that clung to you like smoke. The outfit you loved until someone's silence turned it into a question. I will not waste these things. I will turn them into wisdom. Wisdom that knows how to bless the mirror. Wisdom that knows how to bless the person who loves you while saying, this part of you needs healing, and I will not accept injury while you heal. Do not try to skip this. Your body is not a negotiation. It is a declaration, I am here. Your face is not a problem to be solved, it is a map of where joy has passed, where sorrow has rested, where laughter has slept and then awakened again. Your skin is not a thesis, it does not need defending. It is evidence that I decided the world needed you. The world still needs you. It needs the texture of your presence, the color of your courage, the silhouette of your perseverance against every gust of shame. You ask, but what if I lose them? Child, you cannot lose what is truly yours by being truthful. You can only reveal it. If you speak and they step closer, eyes cleared, heart steady, then love has chosen light. If you speak and they step back, eyes fogged, heart defensive, then truth has done its holy work. Loss is not always punishment. Sometimes it is proof that I am protecting you from a future where your spirit would have been chipped away piece by piece until even your smile sounded like an apology. Trust me with what leaves. Trust me with what stays. I have never let go of your hand. Let me teach you how to stand in front of the mirror. Not with the judge's gavel, but with the artist's wonder. Place your palm over your chest and feel the rhythm I set. Do you hear how faithful it is? Nothing in this world reminded it to keep going. I did, every second. Let that be your foundation. I am faithful to you. From that place, bless what you see. If there is care to be taken, rest, movement, nourishment, medicine, let it be love, not punishment. Be gentle with yourself the way you wish they would be. It is not hypocrisy to offer yourself what you were denied, it is healing. As for them, the one who loves you and wrestles with appearances, ask me how to pray. I will show you the difference between trying to change a person and inviting them into change. You do not have to preach at them. You do not have to present slideshows of pain. You can say, I love you. I also love myself. If you stay, you must love me as I am while I become all I can be. If you cannot, I release you with peace. I won't dim my light to make your shadow less noticeable. Then watch what rises to the surface when fear is no longer coddled. I am sending you confirmations, a word from someone who does not know your situation, a song that seems to be written for your hallway, a moment in which you catch your reflection and do not flinch. I will repeat myself until you believe me, not because I am unsure but because I am kind. When shame knocks, you will remember this moment. I was with you when you read these words. I am with you now. I am not an idea. I am the warmth on your skin when a heavy cloud becomes light and the sun suddenly finds your cheek. Do not mistake your compassion for permission to be harmed. They may say, "It's just my preference." Understand, preference is not permission to wound. Anyone who insists that their comfort must come with your sorrow is asking you to trade destiny for approval. Destiny is my language for you. Approval is the crowd's language. The crowd changes dialects every season. I do not. My language over you is steady, chosen, wanted, beautiful, needed, protected, purposed, growing, held. If you decide to stay with them, do it as one standing, not stooping. Set your boundaries in soft strength. No jokes about my body. No edits to my face with your words. No withholding affection to motivate my change. No comparisons. No conditional tenderness. If they love you, they will learn. If they love their fear more, they will argue with the boundary. Let the argument be their teacher, not your task. You are not responsible for convincing someone that your humanity deserves reverence. You are responsible for guarding the garden I planted in you. I will heal parts of you that do not even know they are hurting, the child who learned to wait in the corner until being called lovable, the teenager who found a list of flaws and mistook it for a map to belonging, the adult who believed endurance equaled proof of worth. I am giving you a new mathematics. How you are treated plus how you treat yourself equals the climate of your life. Refuse climates where you are always catching your breath. Choose air where you can sing. There will be days when you forget. On those days, I will remind you through small mercies, the way a stranger smiles at you like you are part of the neighborhood of light, the way fabric falls on you like it was sewn to rest where you are soft and strong, the way a friend says your name and it sounds like a doorway home. Memo these moments into your memory. They are not random. They are notes in a song I am teaching your heart to hum when old lies rise like fog. You will not be alone in this. I am already stirring courage in people around you, the ones who will mirror you with honor, who will sit with you while you practice speaking kindly to the reflection, who will gently redirect your hand when it points at yourself like a weapon. I am also sending wisdom disguised as quiet. In the quiet, you will hear how clean truth sounds. It does not buzz like anxiety. It does not shout like panic. It arrives like water and makes everything it touches grow. Do not try to skip this. Your future is not built on someone else finally approving of your face. Your future is built on you finally approving of your life. The person who loves you can walk with you, but they cannot be the car you drive to the place I am taking you. If they insist on picking the route based on the billboards of fear, hand them a map and bless them as you take the wheel. If they sit beside you, open-hearted, willing to unlearn and relearn how to see, then let the journey be tender and patient, not because your worth is in question, but because love is a classroom where both of you graduate into truer sight. I am not finished. The world has told you it only celebrates unveilings that fit a script. I specialize in unveilings that shock the script into silence. I will dress you in confidence that cannot be starved, in joy that does not ask permission to laugh, in beauty that refuses to be translated into numbers. Those who loved you quietly will find the courage to love you loudly. Those who loved you conditionally will face their conditions and see that they were cages they built when they were afraid of being truly seen. Some will choose freedom. Some will choose their cages. Either way, I remain. I bless your mirror. I bless your wardrobe. I bless your posture. I bless the photographs where you wanted to hide, and I bless the future photographs where you will stand at the center like a lamp. I bless the person who loves you with eyes to see and ears to hear, and I bless them with whatever healing is required so that their affection becomes a shelter, not a storm. I bless your steps as you make decisions that look like self-respect from the outside and feel like oxygen on the inside. Trust me. When you touch your face tonight, let your fingers speak my words, sacred, kept, beautiful. When you lie down, put your hand over your heart and let it answer, alive because love said so. When you wake, stand, and before you move into the day, say this with me: I will not apologize for taking up the space I was created to fill. Say it even if your voice wavers, truth steadies with repetition. Say it even if someone raises an eyebrow, the eyebrow is not your compass. Now breathe again. Notice how the air enters you without negotiating terms. That is how my love moves, without bargaining, without delay, without critique. The person who loves you is invited into this way. Whether they accept is not your proof of worth, it is only their next lesson. If they accept, walk together with open hands. If they refuse, do not close your hands around yourself. Keep them open, because I am placing new gifts in them, friendship that does not flinch, work that fits your soul, moments of quiet triumph when you catch your reflection laughing for no reason other than the fact that you are here. I will tell you one more thing, and do not try to skip this: nothing about you is accidental. The curve and the corner, the freckle and the fold, the dimple and the depth, the light that pools in your eyes when you are kind, the fire that burns there when you defend what is good, all of it is the language I use to say, you, to the world. Anyone who tries to erase a letter of that language is arguing with me. You do not have to win that argument. You only have to keep speaking. Go in peace. Keep your miracles soft enough to receive love and strong enough to refuse harm. Keep your boundaries kind enough to teach and clear enough to guard. Keep your laughter close. Keep your hand in mine. I will meet you in every mirror until the day you forget there was ever a war there and it becomes a window again, a window where you glimpse what I have always seen, my beloved, whole, radiant, unafraid. ChatGPT said, I speak to you gently and I speak to you with fire. I am not late, and I am not absent, and I am not confused about who you are. I know the lines of your face, the rhythm of your steps, the way your breath lifts your chest when you're calm and the way it stutters when you are afraid. I know how your hands look in the morning light and how your eyes soften when you are kind to yourself. I have watched you in rooms where mirrors have lied to you and in moments when voices, some around you, some inside you, tried to make you bow to an image that never held your worth. Hear me now, this message is for you, it carries my breath in every sentence, and it will find you anywhere you try to hide. Do not try to skip this. Stay with me. There is someone whose heart is tethered to you, someone who has learned the taste of your laugh and the shelter of your presence. They love you, but they are fighting a battle of sight, not of soul. They are wrestling with an old story they learned from a world that is sick with shallow measurements. It is a story that says beauty is currency and worth is a costume. It is a story that makes people inspect what I handcrafted with infinite care as if it were a product on a shelf. This person has a serious problem, not with you, but with the prison that has been built around their sight. They are captive to comparisons, evaluations, and impossible scales. Their love is real, but their eyes have been trained to watch shadows. And shadows make even gold look dull. Do not let the fog of their confusion swallow your light. I formed your body with wisdom. Every curve, every angle, every shade and freckle and scar that tells the history of your survival is known to me and cherished by me. The texture of your hair, the hue of your skin, the shape of your nose, the language of your smile, the gait of your hips, the softness or strength at your waist, the smoothness or roughness of your hands, the height that has carried you into rooms where you did not know you could stand, none of this is an accident. I do not manufacture mistakes. The world counterfeits and calls that perfection, I create and call that holy. Your reflection is not a test you must pass, it is a testimony of who I am within you. Do not let their discomfort write your story. Their unease with your appearance does not prophesy your value, your future, or the quality of the love you deserve. It only reveals the work I must do in their sight. Love without transformation becomes control, love with transformation becomes covenant. I am willing to transform them. I am already moving in the unseen places where their opinions were born. I am opening the cupboards where their fears were stored. I am dragging into the light the magazines, screens, comments, and wounds that shape the way they look at themselves and at others. I am placing in their hands a mirror that does not lie. Whether they accept it is their choice. Whether you are lovable is not up for debate. Listen to me, you have tried to negotiate your own face. You have tried to bargain with the mirror as if it were a judge and you were a defendant. You have changed your posture, your angle, your clothing, your smile. You have practiced the kinds of silences that make other people comfortable. You have thought, if I become smaller, quieter, gentler on their eyes, maybe they will stay, maybe they will stop flinching, maybe they will stop comparing. But I did not build you to be a smaller version of my vision. I did not sculpt you to be less so another can feel more. You are not an apology. You are not a compromise. You are not a discount. There is a tenderness in you that I defend fiercely. It shows itself in how you listen, in how you remember small details weeks later, in how you keep laughing even when the day felt heavy, in how you want to make space for others. This tenderness is beauty. Your courage, the way you enter the day again, is beauty. Your loyalty, the way you hold a promise even when nobody is watching, is beauty. Your intelligence, your curiosity, your stubborn hope, your forgiveness, your honest tears, these are not accessories. They are the architecture of the home that you are. When someone says they love you but they have a problem with how I housed you, they are confessing that they still do not understand what love is. Love is not a contract with a costume. Love is a vow to a soul, a vow that honors the home the soul lives in. Do not try to skip this part. Your boundaries are not cruelty. Your boundaries are the fence around the garden I entrusted to you. Some of you fear that if you speak the truth, I am not a project, I am not a before and after story, I am not a display for your pride or your shame, you will lose them. But if the truth cannot live with them, you never had them. If someone must chisel at your peace to feel secure, their hands are not ready to hold you. I teach people how to love by teaching them how to see. Sometimes I open their eyes and you remain, sometimes I open your path and you walk forward without them. In both cases, you are not forsaken. In both cases, I lead you beside waters that recognize your name. I see the moments where a single comment turned into an echo you could not silence. I see the hours you spent critiquing your own face from inches away, chasing flaws under harsh light like a detective searching for evidence of a crime that never happened. I see the purchase you did not want to make, the hairstyle you did not want to choose, the diet you did not need, the baggy shirt that was not your style, the photos you never posted, the memories you never captured because you were waiting to look acceptable. Lay these down now. Your life is not waiting for a future version of your body to arrive. Your joy is not delayed until a jury says you are beautiful enough. Your calling is not suspended by the measurements of a tape in someone else's hand. Let me speak about this person again. They love you, they are drawn to the peace you carry, the steadiness you practice, the humor you offer, the wisdom in your quiet. They also fear the judgment of others. Their eyes search rooms for approval the way a thirsty person searches for water. They believe that if they can control the shape and presentation of what they love, they can protect themselves from ridicule. But fear cannot be satisfied by control, it can only be healed by truth. I am preparing a conversation for them, a mirror that will not flatter, a moment where my kindness will cut through their defenses. I will show them the root of their discomfort. I will ask them if they want to be free. If they choose freedom, they will begin to see you as I see you, and their love will deepen into safety. If they choose their fear, they will keep scraping at surfaces and miss the feast I set in the center. While I work in them, I am working in you. I am lifting your chin from the floor of other people's standards. I am rinsing your eyes with gentleness. I am teaching your body to exhale praise.